Hello everybody. I planned a totally different video for this week, but then had to push it to next week because, long story short, the drawing isn't done yet because I procrastinated. So basically I'm just going to be talking about the process of this drawing I made that I really like. So basically I was like, I wonder what happens if I were to search funky pose reference on Pinterest. So I searched that and I was kind of scrolling for a little bit and then I found this. And I'm just like, oh cool, maybe I can draw one of my characters in this pose. So I started and I was like, maybe I can draw Sylvester. But in the back of my head, I'm like, you should draw Wally. Sylvester has nothing to do with a phone. If you don't know who Wally is a character from this fandom called Welcome Home and blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to pass this chance to draw Wally because I draw my characters all the time. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let myself do fan art. Anyways, let me actually talk about the drawing now. So when I was drawing Wally's eyes, I was debating on making him have eye contact with the viewer or just us, but I'm like, I kind of want him to just be looking at the floor. I don't know, it's more cute. Because if you don't know anything about Welcome Home, there's some lore and it's a bit more sinister than it seems. That's all I'll say. But I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna make him look all cute. I took heavy inspiration from this official drawing made from the creator. How the background is yellow and how there's words if it was in a little storybook. So later on in the video I make the background kind of yellow. Those little cords for the old telephone was kind of annoying to draw. Do you know what the old telephone thingy is called? I don't know what they're called, but I just thought it was pretty cool that I did a different pose, even though I did use a reference. I just feel it's cool that I have two objects that basically aren't humans, the chair and the telephone. And may I just say, I really like this drawing. I feel most of the time when I do art, I'm like, whatever, I don't really care, it exists now. But this one I was actually kind of proud of myself. I'm like, whoa, I'm 14 years old and I drew this. I'm actually good at art. What? I showed this drawing to my brother and he's like, it didn't look like you drew it. And I'm like, is that a good thing? And he's like, it looks good. It's looks like someone else drew it. I'm like, oh, okay. I just really like that Wally has the primary colors plus orange. It just all goes together so well. Look at Wally's little face. Oh my gosh, I love him. So then I just added the text of Wally saying, oh, hello neighbor. And that's my impression of Wally. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Or is it? Well, this took a turn. I feel I've seen a couple of drawings where people draw Wally all cute and then draw Wally a bit sus. So I'm like, oh, that'd be cool if I did that, because I don't really do that with my drawings that much. The only drawing I could think of is this, the good and kind of bad Chester, but I don't know if that really counts. So basically I just adjusted some things, and then the shadow on the floor, I just made it the shadow a bit longer. I don't know, just to make it creepier, I guess. I also just darkened the shadows and then also just changed to what he was saying. So now instead of you talking to him, he's waiting for you to pick up. But yeah, now is the end of the video. Today was kind of a shorter video, especially compared to the video last week, which was flipping 25 minutes. But I also had a decent amount of things to do this week and I'm kind of just adjusting to my new schedule. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. So bye. I feel it was kind of random that I did fan art today, but speaking of fan art, if you've ever made fan art for me and you've wanted me to see it, I have a Gmail where you can. I know I've mentioned this in a video once before, but it was only one time that I mentioned it. So on screen now is the Gmail if you want to send me it. Of course, you could just post it on YouTube and @ me if you want.